Well, the airplane's at the hangar now, and kind of left with a mess. A lot of things still to take out there, slowly taking a little bit out there at a time. Wing struts, I got those down from storage. I need to put a connection on the end of this. This is a connection that attaches to the fuselage. So I'm gonna do those on both sides. And the other side, it gets trimmed down once you start fitting the wings, get the right dehedral in it. Here's the bracket that actually goes, or I shouldn't call it a bracket, support that actually goes into here, like that. And what I'm gonna do is drill this hole, then this hole, and clamp it down, drill through that guy. And it's gonna go clear through from this top to the bottom. All right, finishing up these spars. See, I got this one all done. And this one, I just have to prime this guy, install my bolts. What I learned from this whole process. I learned that I can freehand drill this straighter than I can trying to set up the drill press and all the variables with slight movements of that. Anyway, I did it. I started out using that, and then I ended up going to this after like the first hole or two on the other one. So I can freehand it, actually better in my case than I can setting this guy up. Anyway, so that's one thing I learned. Second, let me come over here. The bolts they tell you to use, let me see here. I may have 2 threads, but anyway, a little bit shy. I just got 1 washer on this side. I don't have a washer on the other side, but don't quite have 2 threads. It could probably be a little longer, but anyway, I'm gonna go with that for now and finish this other one up, get him to the hangar. Hello there, it's Michael. I'm back at it. Working on the cowling, and actually what I'm doing is I'm actually adding fiberglass. I'm actually adding fiberglass to the cowling where I kind of had overcut, and just doing this in the evenings here in the AC in the garage. I'm not gonna do this out in the hangar. Also today I put the muffler on without the cowling. Got a laser pointer, shot it straight up where the center of the muffler was, or where the exhaust comes out at. Come back to the house, drill a hole. So we'll see if that's even close when we get back out to the hangar. Well, this is actually looking pretty nice at this point. As you can see, I added some more fiberglassing down there, made a couple more little cutouts, and even around here where the muffler exits, yeah, see that came out really close. I'm gonna have to trim some more off. I'll trim a little bit more off this other corner here. Over here, I guess I could add a little bit more fiberglass going that direction. So yeah, I'll fine tune the edges of this area there. May extend that out slightly more, may leave it, haven't 100% decided yet. And yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. All right, trim this leading edge out, and now the bolt will fit in there. Well, it's the last day of my 4-day stretch off of work. I was gonna call Herman with Wheels and Wings, have him maybe plan a date that we could actually put the wings on. And darn it, I end up with a COVID this whole week, so I'm still feeling a little cruddy. But anyway, the other thing I want to get done is I've got my my new nose gear from Zenith. The original one that came with it, it hits hitting the corners with this tire on it. I don't know if they had a mess up in the manufacturing of that wheel or what. So I went ahead and got a new one. They had changed it like a year ago into this wider one, which would fit that wheel, which they still charge me for that, which I'm not sure if that's right or not for a company to do that. But anyway, still charged me for that when that one didn't really work. But anyway, $300 here. But the other thing I'm doing while I'm out here is I hear this, the leading edge of this wing. There's a little area right back here that needs notched out for this. This is where the rear spar goes. This little area right up here. And it will go right there when I set the wings up. And I guess the angle of this fuselage and the angle of this is off a little bit, so people are having to trim this. So I'm going to try to pre-trim this before I even set it up there. I think I measured 1/2 inch over from over here, and then just angled it down on both sides. I'm gonna get the Dremel tool out, take that off, and that should be it. So we're gonna get that done today. And eventually I'll need to, I think, open up a little slot up in here. I bought these from Experimental Accessories. They're supposed to fit up in there, but I'm not sure. These are kind of heavy. I'm not sure I'm actually going to use those or not. I may not use those because they're kind of heavy. And also bought these little rings from Aircraft Accessories. Here you can see a kind of oblong shape on my fuel drain. Kind of put that in the middle there, glue it down, and it makes it look better anyway. So may get these installed at some point as well. But again, with COVID, kind of feel a little bit under the weather, but not too bad off. I think I'm getting better slowly. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Before I get the wings on, I wanted to put this part on here on the new nose fork, just so, because I'm gonna have to lift this engine back up to take it off this nose wheel. And I don't want to have to lift the wings as well. So a little stuff I gotta lift, the better. So anyway, we'll get that taken care of soon.